Oh, my bad, guys. I was on the wrong preset. We should be good. We should be good. You can hear us now?
Someone
Good now.
called
Yeah,
you
yeah.
a
My bad. I was
boomer.
on the wrong software preset. All right. Yeah, I set all this up beforehand, guys. I know me and tech and boomers, right? Let's make sure though, because this is the first time we got some new hardware, new software, new microphones, that everything's working right. So my wife can talk for a little bit.
I have to talk really close.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Can you hear? Can you
Bruce
hear her?
Cooper with an Asian wife, of course.
Shocker.
Somebody
I know.
got it right. Everybody thinks I'm Mexican.
Yep. All
I'm
right.
not.
So yeah, what we're gonna do today? Wife's gonna hang out for a little bit, maybe 15 minutes, some Q&A. Also, we're gonna do some merch giveaways. We got these badass new hats. They're actually super dope. Well, I'm wearing one.
Just in time for 4th of July.
Yeah. So these are really cool. We got a bunch of these. We're gonna give these away. I got a Nightbot in the chat, so we're gonna see if that actually works for the giveaways, because I have a feeling with how wild our chat is now, this could get crazy once if we start doing some giveaways. All right, so all right, so you guys shoot your questions. We'll do Q&A, whatever you want to know. Ask crazy shit. She'll make fun of me. Send them.
Story of how we met. You want to tell a story of how we met?
Yeah, why not? That's perfect. I'll let Brittany start. Oh, our Rottweiler's wondering what the hell's going on.
So we actually, for those that you don't know, Nate and I grew up in the same town. We went to rival high schools. And we both randomly, many years after high school, landed back in Eugene. I think you were on your way up to.
I just graduated the Q course.
Okay.
And I was visiting my family back home.
And I was randomly out with just friends. And we were at a bar, and I started hearing somebody screaming my name, screaming it at the top of their lungs. And I kept looking around, and at the end of the bar, I see this guy just, hey.
Yeah, super forward, guys. So, yeah, we do have kids. Super forward, and I'll just tell you, that is, if you want to get a pretty wife, all you got to do is, again, just scream across. Just scream at them. They'd love that. Her mic's not working right. Talking closer.
Oh, I probably have to talk closer. I don't know anything about this, guys. I'm just in the background usually.
Okay, let me turn. I know what's going on. Try it now.
I feel like I'm so close talking into it.
Yeah, she's good.
Can you hear me now?
We're good. Yeah, I just got to turn the mic up. We should be fine now. I got to turn you up even more. I've got a lot louder voice than she does, so. All right, we should be good. All right, so yeah, that's how we met. We met in a bar.
And now she screams yours full circle. That is insane.
we've got kids, guys. There's no screaming going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What else? We had some other ones in the chat I just missed.
Someone was asking about getting married before they go active duty.
Oh, okay. If you want some perspective, that's actually a good thing we can talk about. Some perspective of from the spouse's side of what being a military spouse is like, dealing with, obviously, especially in SF, we deploy and we're gone all the time. What would be your advice for
My biggest piece of advice, I think, for anybody personally, don't get married young. 18, early 20s, we both did it and both failed miserably. So, not getting married young, I think that you change a lot from 18 to late life. So,
you gotta talk louder.
sorry, I can't.
I might be able to tune you up even more. Hold on.
But yeah, definitely not getting young. I think that's a terrible choice, personally. And I can say that because I did it.
So, well, for some of them though, right? The military, like getting married in the military is almost a requirement if you want to stay together, right? Because if you're just boyfriend, girlfriend, and your significant other's a private or an E3, you're not going to live together. And if you get deployed or if you get moved to Japan or something like that, they're not going.
That's true.
So what I always tell people, your wife has to be, I don't want to say like strong woman because, I don't think Brittany would identify as like a strong woman feminist.
No.
Is she woke? No, she's not woke. She is from Portland though.
Well, I lived in Portland before it was trash.
She's more woke than I am, but no. All right. Super chat from Joe Saunders, $5. Screaming at women drunkenly usingly got me arrested. Nate joking. You just gotta be really tall and handsome, like I used to be 10 plus years ago, and it works a lot better. You got some echo. I know we're trying to balance it here, guys. Now we're picking up my voice. Stand by. We'll get it dialed in just right. Again, this is the first time we're trying out new software. I think our mics are... Check. Okay, now try.
Hello.
All right, we should be good now. I'll stay further away. Benjamin the Quadzilla, $5 says the girlfriend was watching Tim Kennedy explain Iranian nukes last night and blew up in the kitchen. Fuck me. Oh, she actually was. She was trying to build one. Yeah, I mean, that's what Tim said. All you need is what did he say? We're gonna watch that later, guys. Tim said you just need a baker, you need some pots and pans, and you too can build a nuclear warhead in your own kitchen. So, my wife actually,
good for him.
My wife's actually a huge fan of Tim Kennedy. She's met Tim as well. I
did. He told me I was really pretty. So
that's
got
true.
That going for me.
So Tim hit on my wife. Maybe that's where all this anger and attacking Tim comes from, guys. Maybe the truth just came out. Don't clip that. All right.
Live on base. We never lived on base, actually. We always lived out of town.
Yeah. So
base is trash.
Yeah.
Living on base is trash. Avoid it if you can.
We were at JBLM most of our career, guys. And at JBLM, on-base housing is so limited that if you're married or above a E6, like you're living off post, you got to like wait for almost a year to be able to.
And it's full of mold.
And it is all full of mold. And I don't think she ever wanted to live on a military base.
No.
So yeah, no. Especially in Japan too. Like in Japan, we even lived off base in Okinawa. But that's also not
your choice though. Luck of the draw.
Well, if you're high rank, if you're high rank in Japan at Oki, that's actually true. That was luck of the draw.
Yeah, it's percentage of how full it is, and if it's like 90 something or above, you have the option.
Typically you're supposed to live on base, but it was full when we moved in. We got lucky. Also, I didn't tell them that I had a Rottweiler before I got there, which a Rottweiler is in a dangerous breed.
Yeah.
That you're not allowed to have on a military base. And so when they were like, hey, you have to live on base, I was like, well, I have a Rottweiler. So there's a little tip to you guys if you decide to PCS. Don't tell them
I
that you have a
think
German Shepherd or a
most
Rottweiler.
dogs they consider not like
Yeah.
a golden retriever.
All right. ADOX $5. Since you're a fan of the Bald Roach King, is it safe to assume you're a closeted neckbeard? Bless your wife if she handled a Green Beret neckbeard. All right. Neckbeard is like a nerd.
Oh,
So
yeah.
So like a
We're
nerd.
both huge nerds, though.
I've told you guys before, we were going to do Lord of the Rings trivia tonight. As my wife will tell you, that's
We fall asleep to it every night.
that's what we watch. We watch Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit literally every night.
Desolation of
Yep. Desolation of Smog last night, guys. So that's so am I a neckbeard? Yeah, pretty much. No doubt about that.
Nate plays a lot of World of Warcraft.
That's not true. Oh my! I told you guys she's going to try to roast me when we came on here. That is not true. Not currently true. All right. Maybe in my younger days. Okay. But don't tell anyone. Don't clip that either. Jesus. This was a bad idea right out the gate, obviously. I told you guys I'd get roasted. And she would rat me out on everything. Hair transplant coming soon. Guys, I got a decent amount of hair. It's a little bit,
it's not bad.
It's a little disheveled right now. See? Look.
I prefer this to your curly mullet.
Guys, I have hair. I know that blows your mind that I have hair, but yeah.
I have better hair.
I had a shaved head. That's all, okay? Relax. But I could use a hair transplant for a little bit of the widow's peaks. And the back's kind of rough, boys. Not gonna lie. Grant Harmon says, so did we severely damage Fordo or not? Now, I thought it said Frodo at first. I thought you were going to throw in a Lord of the Rings joke into the drama with Fordo military site, but you didn't. We're going to talk about that. That's going to be the very first thing we talk about, guys, once we get to it. Frodo was damaged, yes. He lost his index finger, on the edges of Mount Doom before, because of Gollum and all that. But you guys are aware of that.
Don't get him started. He'll never end.
All right. Do you guys want to do we're gonna try. Oh, it says natural is always best. Well, you got the wrong girl for that if you're talking about natural. These things ain't natural, boys.
Wow.
Paid a lot of money for those, all right? Yeah. Now you see why I work so hard. I got a lot of upkeep I got to pay for. All right. Airborne Professor, $2. Initial appearance, you deaf married up. Yeah, dude, we're not dumb around here. My wife is way too hot for me.
Aw,
we all
thanks.
know that. We get it. All right, but this is what I tell people, man. If you want to marry significantly up, become a Green Beret, go to first group, get yourself a smoking hot Asian wife. Doesn't take a whole lot, and you'll be just fine. Okay.
Am I taller than a hobbit? Barely. I'm only 5 feet tall.
She's 5 foot. I'm about 6'3", so it's a pretty even match. She's about Tim Kennedy's height, so
wow.
It works.
Tim
out.
Kennedy wish he was.
Oh, see, there it is, man. Shots fired. Clip that.
No.
All right, did we miss one? Oh no.
Of that one. Oh,
We
maybe not.
got that one. All right, good. All right, we're gonna try to do our first giveaway, guys. I'm trying some new software with the Nightbot, with the chat Nightbot or something like this. Apparently, I'm gonna go here. You guys can see me. Wait, hold on. Let me get the overlay.
They want us to stand up so they can see our height difference.
Okay, well, we could try. All right, hold on. Let me fix the overlay real quick. I need to get this window working. And then we're going to try. So we're going to try to do the giveaway this way. Okay. Is it going to work? I don't know.
I stood up and was the same height.
Yeah, we got the chairs. we gave her the big chair for this, guys. All right, so here we go. We're gonna try to run this. I don't know if it's gonna work. Somebody might know. We can do the giveaways. Oh, great! Something went wrong. That's exactly what we want to see right out the gate. Maybe I need to restart.
Making this way too difficult.
Yeah, but it's the second. Oh, here we go. We're good. We got the chat rolling. All right, here we go. All right, so I think the way this works, guys, is all you got to do is type VFT all caps into the chat. Once I click done, don't do it yet, and you'll be entered. You'll be entered into the raffle. Okay, so we're gonna click go, and we're gonna see what happens. All right, we're good. VFT's in the chat. No, do it now. You're good. Okay, I see. Oh yeah, oh, it's working. All right, we're gonna. Oh, okay. So you guys can see this. Apparently, this is working. All right, you got to be in America, or let's say Canada. I'm not going to pay $70 to ship this hat to you if you're in the UK or something. Sorry.
But will we ship to Australia? Because we love the Australians.
We do love Aussies. We'll wait and see. All right, we'll let everybody. Oh my God, it's a lot. I didn't realize.
Give them.
Yeah, we'll give a couple minutes here.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
No.
Hit the wrong software. Okay, we're reading the super chat again. I read that first one.
I'll remind you.
The 18 Fox question. Jasmine, my wife, or Quay are going to remind me as soon as she steps out. I will answer that one. All right. We should have audio now. Yep, audio should be good. We're good, right? We got echo. All right, we might have an echo. All right.
I can sit farther this way.
Again, guys, this is the test pilot episode. All right. Joe Saunders, Miss Valhalla, knowing the height differences, Nate, good for getting or putting stuff on the shelf.
Nate is not good for putting anything away. He's the messiest person ever, and I'm the cleanest person ever, and that's just our life.
Wow. Okay.
Well.
All right. I don't know if we even want to take any more super chats. Yeah. Okay. Are the Japanese your favorite high trust people? Oh, you want to talk about being able to trust people?
Oh, Japan was by far the safest place that we've ever been.
When you tell them the story about your friend who lost a phone on the train.
Oh, yeah. Me and a bunch of my girlfriends went to Kyoto for a little girls trip, and the train ride over there, she lost her phone. And we came back like 4 days later, and it was literally at the lost and found. Somebody turned it in. You could leave your cars unlocked. We left our house unlocked. I could literally leave my purse sitting at the side of the street.
Katerina?
Kindergarten. No, she was first grade.
First grade. Our daughter.
7.
We let her walk down to the Family Mart, the convenience store, like a quarter mile down the road by herself. Not have to worry about
anything. If you guys have never seen the show on Netflix, it's Japanese. They send little toddlers out to run errands at the store. That's literally how it is in Japan.
All right, we're going to hit this giveaway. Oh, that's not what we want. There we go. Okay. We're going to choose a winner. Here we go. You guys can see it, hopefully. Hopefully you guys can see it. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see it. Here we go. Choose winner. Jay Perry.
Woo!
Jay Perry is the winner. Jay Perry, I think I can winner messages. Waiting for a winner to send a message. All right, Jay Perry, if you send him, I think you got to send a message in the chat. And I should be able to we're going to do another one. Relax, guys. Oh. Holy shit. All right, Jay. Best way to do this, Jay, message me on Instagram, Valhalla VFT, if you're not already following me on Instagram. We'll get that hat shipped out to you. You did it, buddy. All right. That's the first one. Okay. We're going to hit these super chats, and then we're going to re-roll the second one. All right. I know we got a, Make sure I don't mess this up. Yep, we're good. We got the mic on. All right, let's hit these super chats. Make sure I didn't miss any. Nelson of did we get this one? Okay, this is a great question. How do you tell your pregnant girlfriend you want to go 18x? Well, what do you think? If you were pregnant and I told you I wanted to become a Green Beret, what would you say?
I mean, I have always been personally a very big supporter in everything you do, no matter where it takes you, how far you've gone. And I think that's very important to have in your spouse if you're going through something like this. Um, Being pregnant is tough because she is going to be very emotional, full of hormones, and I mean, at the end of the day, it's going to create a better life for you guys, and I think thinking in the future that way is gonna be helpful in
Guys,
breaking it to her.
stop putting VFT in the chat.
It's done.
The next I'll show you. Her it keeps cutting out. I know. I'm trying to get it just right. All right, let's try this again. I'll talk quieter. That's what'll do it. All right. I'll talk quieter. Okay, there we go. I'll speak into the mic. Also, guys, stop saying VFT in chat. We're gonna do another giveaway in a second. Okay, relax.
Yeah, they gotta get in on it. Gotta do more other ones.
All right. Cobra speaks $5. Nate and wife, thank you for entertaining videos. Always have fun watching. Well, thank you.
Woohoo!
How do I get over here? All right, we got these ones. Maybe did we get this one? Okay, this is a new one. I had the FUE hair transplant 5 months ago. It takes 1 year for everything to grow in fully, but it's already worth it, man. Ma'am, you will love it. Did you get it done in Turkey? Part of the problem, guys, is that, yeah, the place everybody goes to get this thing done is a Sunni Islamic nation, and I am not about to go to any Sunni Islamic nation with all of them knowing who I am. Okay, yeah, that's not going to happen. The hair ain't worth it. I've been in the back rooms of Camp Slappy of Dubai before. I'm not doing it again. But Portland, maybe. I heard Portland's got a good one.
Yeah, there has to be places in America.
Yeah, I think Portland's got one. All right, let's see here. Okay, we got it. We got this one. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what DKK 500 is, but it's in the dark pink, which is usually a really big donation. HH Madsen, so thank you very much. WTF VFT dude, you told me us the universe to write VFT. What the hell is going on? You guys are racist to Danish people. Hey, I'm not a pastry. This seems unfair.
Stream is unfair. Read all the words.
Oh, this stream is unfair. Sarcasm. Look, brother, I have nothing against the Dutch. Okay, it's pretty close to my ethnic background. All right, brother, nothing against the Dutch. Random, but thank you very much, man. Super generous. I'm trying to hit these. God, this thing's. All right, let me try. Let me try this. Might be an easier way to see these because there's just a lot happening in the chat. All right. TYP $5 says thoughts on how to rid AIPAC and Israel's influence on our Congress. It's unbelievable on how brazenly they swear fealty and loyalty to Israel. Good job reminding me quick, guys. Again, I've got a habit here. All right, we're here. I know. Just tell me in the. I'm not Dutch. I'm Danish, dude. With a big dono again. Are Dutch and Danish not the same thing?
I feel like they're in the same, space.
Dutch and Danish and Dutch got to be the same, right? They're different. Denmark. Oh, Denmark. Isn't where I thought the Dutch were from Denmark. Or that's from Holland. Denmark and the Netherlands. Dutch equals Netherlands. Danish equals. It's the same fucking place. Jesus, guys. That's like me saying I got Finland and Sweden mixed up. My God. It's all Scandinavian people. All right. Again, sorry, bro. Sorry though. I did not mean to get your your ethnicity wrong. That's like the Austin
Yeah.
Powers.
How dare you?
Remember the Austin Powers Gold member? I'm
No.
Dutch, isn't that weird?
No.
No.
Now we're
All
gonna
right.
have to watch it.
All right. Thank you, brother. I appreciate the donation, though. All right, Joe Saunders, what's up, brother? Thanks for always being here. $20. I will confess to you both, I have been more or less happily married to a Japanese lady for 25 years, even though every other year she tells me she wants a divorce, but hey, I'm a gringo. You guys rock. Well, the great thing is they're loyal, brother. So until you die, you're probably going to be good. She's probably going to hang
That's
in
just
there.
her way of showing love.
Yeah. Sean Clevenger, $5. I live hours north of Astoria. My sister,
We were just up there last
we
summer.
go to Astoria fairly regularly. My sister's got a house up there.
Goonies
If
weekend.
you ever want to hunt or fish, hit me up. Yeah, I do, man. Hit me up on Instagram.
Our son loves fishing.
Yep. And I grew up fishing in Astoria with my dad. He's a big time fisherman. Yeah, hit me up on Instagram, bro. That'd be awesome. John Hanish, $5. Tell the kids having kids is the best thing you ever did. It's not easy, like going to the gym. It's hard. Glad you did it, but better. Yeah, what do you think? What do you think about that? Having kids. We obviously have some.
I thought it would get easier as they got older. Definitely you're in the thick of it when they're newborns and toddlers. But man, we have 11 and 15 right now, and it is an entirely different world of my son's learning how to drive, and that's terrifying. Our daughter's full throttle into the throes of becoming a teenager, and that's even more terrifying. Yeah, I guess as a parent, it's just I'm never gonna stop worrying. It's
No.
gonna be for forever.
It's worth it though. I don't know what the hell I would do with my time. I don't really do anything other than content and hang out with my family. So, man, I would probably
But they don't even like hanging out with us.
They like hanging out with me. Well, Katerina does at least.
She likes hanging out with you when you're taking her shopping.
Because I buy her stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are
For all
not
you
allowed
fathers
to
out
be
there, let me give you a little-
unsupervised at the mall anymore.
Let me give you a little advice to all you fathers out there. Spoil the shit out of your daughter. Buy her everything. Why? So when some fucking grimy, broccoli-haired fucking dipshit 19-year-old with a fake gold chain, says he'll fly her out to Houston, she's not fucking impressed by that because dad spoiled the shit out of her whole life, right? That's thinking about it. All right, let's do we'll do one more giveaway, and then we'll tap my wife out.
And then I'm out of here.
Right. And we'll turn Nightbot off. Apparently Nightbot is just wrecking you guys. I don't know what happened. Giveaway reset entries. Here we go. All right, I think you guys are good. VFT's in the chat. Let's see. All right, it's rolling. Yeah, Nightbot. We're gonna unmoderate Nightbot. Apparently Nightbot censors a lot of stuff. All right, here we go. I'm gonna hit we definitely got there's so many super chats. We
did that one.
We got that one. Ricky Rasta. $5. Hey, dude, I feel that JD Delay might be your evil twin. People say that all the time.
JD Delay.
So JD Delay is another YouTuber, way bigger than me. He's got like channel 10 times the size of mine, but he's got a big beard. He kind of looks like me. I think I'm a lot more attractive than JD is. I'm also more jacked. But he's super tatted up. He wears tank tops. He wears the same type. We actually do probably look a lot alike. Let's just be honest. I'm just a bigger, more handsome JD Delay. Don't tell him that though, because I do like his content. And if he wants to do some collab, JD, if you see this, you're way better looking than me, brother. All right. This chat is just fucking crazy. That's one we just did. There might have been some over here. Oh wait. Okay, here we go. Arbor Press, $10. All these fools need to realize HK is the superior manufacturer to all others. Just admit it. HK manufacturer. I'm not sure what you mean, bro. That's probably a firearm that I'm not thinking about. You didn't give me any context with that. You just gave me HK. AR-15 platforms. Heckler Coach. Okay, yeah.
They want you to go topless.
Topless
Keith
live.
wants you to go topless.
Yeah.
Give him what he wants.
I'm a Geisley guy when it comes. I like Aero Precision and Geisley when it comes to my Aero 15s, but Heckler and Coach does make really fucking good weapons. I just don't want to spend that much money. All right. Papa Shaw, $20 smaller nips than JD2. Has JD shown his nips on stream? I don't know. You haven't seen mine, man. Well, actually, I guess you have. I got my shirt off on Instagram and literally in all my intro videos all the time. So,
Hey, Hey, Germany.
Germany in the chat.
That's cool.
I want to throw up a sign to you, but I feel like I'd get banned, and my wife would lose her mind. So we'll just give you a salute.
Wow.
I was going to give you a Roman salute in the chat, but we're not allowed to do that. All right, let's check back. Check back on the giveaway. We're going to choose a winner. Here we go. If you haven't put VFT in the chat, all caps, do it now. Last 5, 4, 3, 2. I got a bunch of them now. We get a ton of them. All right, get them in, guys. As soon as I said that, like 30 more people went in. All right, VFT's in the chat. Make sure there's caps. I don't know if it's case sensitive. All right, we just added another 30, 40 entries. All right, now we're going 10. Nope, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. At least we know the giveaways work.
Yeah. Oh my God. Perfect.
Average Black Man has won the giveaway. So Average Black Man,
congrats.
With LOLs in the chat. All right, Average Black Man, Valhalla VFT on Instagram. If you don't already follow me over there, send me a message. We will get that hat out to you. All right, hold on. Let's go back here. All right, everybody.
All right,
we're gonna jump into the regular episode here.
I'm out of here.
So
thanks for having me on.
Thanks to my wife for showing up. And now we're going to do this, all right? Let's move this out of the way. Let me get reset up real quick. All right. Mr. Super Chat. Yeah, I'll look through him, Diesel. Sorry. I'll get to him, brother. Let me turn this mic off.
I just got a message from one of the bot is banning people for nothing. It's out of control. It banned Vanessa.
Oh my. Okay. All right. Come on. Chat moderation. All right, stand by, guys. Let me. All right, I'm sorry, guys. Sorry. We're good. Again, I just got this set up right before we got on. No, we should have sound now, right? Yeah, we're good. I turned the wrong microphone off. Yes, and I will get. Yeah, we turned Nightbot off. We should be good. First time I used Nightbot, I just wanted it for giveaways, but apparently it literally banned Vanessa from Anti-Hero out of the chat and a bunch of you. I don't know. Hopefully we got to unban. I got to get into my. If you got banned, I will get into. No, they can still be in here. I think they just can't chat. But I'll look through my bans and make sure there's nobody in there that shouldn't be in there. So yeah, sorry. All right, let me get back through these. Any of these super chats I missed? I know I probably did. So give me a sec, guys. This chat's been crazy. If I missed your super chat, put it in the chat now. Turn off Nightbot. I did turn off Nightbot. What's still there? What the fuck? I literally turned it off of being a moderator. How do I turn this thing off? Leave channel. Okay. It's the AI has gone rogue. Oh, I probably fucked this up. AI has gone rogue. Are we good? Is it gone? I literally removed it from my channel. Let me know. Are we good? Please tell me we're good. I It's off. Is it off, guys? Vanessa got banned from the chat by Nightbot. Vanessa, I'm sorry. I don't know why. All right, you're in the clear. All right, Vanessa's back. Thank God. $50 donation from Vanessa. Thank you, Vanessa. Just here to support. Love you both. Nate, tell Brittany I'm her number one fan. She's bombshell and amazing. Let's clap again soon. Boss man, yeah. Guys, Vanessa is the fucking best, man. She does Brent from Anti-Hero Podcast, all his backside stuff. She's been great to work with. So she's the shit. Yeah, we will. Me and Brent. I know you guys love me and Brent together. All right. We're obviously bros. As the problem is he lives in Florida and I live in Oregon, so it makes it a little bit more difficult. Yeah, or my wife just is gonna bring us back out to Florida. We'll be back out there. All right, let me make sure. I know I missed a few super chats. All right, we should be good. If I missed your super chat, please tell me. This is shit. This giveaway stuff. I don't know. That seemed like a good idea at the time. Disassemble Nightbot. I turned it off. I literally pulled it off of the channel. If we're not good now, I have no idea what's going on. I'll tell you guys that. All right. All right. If I missed your super chat, I'm very, very sorry. I did not mean to. Just trying to learn a bunch of new stuff here. All right, we're gonna jump into the real episode now. Okay. What mayhem? Yeah, install driver. What mayhem have you missed? A lot. There's been quite a lot. My wife was here. Nightbot went rogue, started banning everybody in the chat. We gave away some giveaways, but we've just started the real episode of the day. Coop Twins, $10. Did you look into the simunitions? What's your opinion on NYC becoming London 2.0? Great question. Yes. So, guys, I have been so anti-Cash Patel. Me and Aaron Love were joking about this today. I've been so anti-Cash Patel because I am building a CQB house. I'm building a shoot house, but I've been waiting to build it because simulation rounds got banned last year by the ATF, and I was so butthurt of like, why the fuck do we have the Trump administration in power? Why is Cash Patel there if this isn't unbanned? And it just got unbanned. So yeah, we're super pumped about that. NYC becoming London 2.0. I say give it to them, man. If they want a Islamic communist to come in and run the state, give it to them. Give them what they want, guys. I don't live there. Fuck them. Burn it down. That place is a dump anyway. Why not? And sorry if you live there. Ricky Rasta, $2. Backside stuff. Hey, brother, relax a little bit, all right? G Reeves, $10. Do you think Israel actually has a lot of power within our government, or do you think it's all bullshit? Does AIPAC exist? Yeah, they have all the power. There's a reason why both sides love it. But yeah, I don't give a shit what happens in New York City. Give it to them. You're in AOC's district. I'm sorry, man. That's a rough time. All right, let's talk about what's going on in the world. So apparently the ceasefire has lasted for, I don't know, 18 hours? So we're making some progress. Unfortunately, what's going on is you have there's this Pentagon leak we obviously talked about yesterday. There is so much conflicting information about this thing right now. I told you guys yesterday, I don't believe anything on any side at all. One, because there's no way the Trump administration could have known immediately the effects of this attack. And then two, the intelligence apparatuses, even though they're our own, is that something we can trust? I don't know. But it's gotten even weirder, okay? Because I've been monitoring Fox News. And Fox News, I think, is a good one to watch for this because they're so obviously like do whatever the administration says to do. But they can't get their fucking story straight. So we've gone from, and I'm going to show you different clips here. We've gone from the administration saying it's fake news to the administration saying it's real news, but that it's wrong, to the administration saying whoever leaked this should be in prison. So is it, what are we talking about here? Like, you said it was fake. Now you're saying it's real. Now it's real, but you should put somebody in prison who leaked it because that's not what we do. All right, let's take a look at this stuff. And again, try to get a grasp of it all. All right, so we had, here we go. We'll start with this one.
But within the span of 48 hours, President Trump was able to turn around and negotiate a successful ceasefire between Israel and Iran, ending this war after just 12 days. No other president in history could have ever dreamed of such a success, and that's exactly why the fake news media is now trying to demean and undermine the president.
Okay,
and we've seen this playbook be run before. You have hostile actors within the intelligence community who illegally leak bits and pieces of an intelligence assessment to push a fake news narrative. And that's what the CNN story...
Wait. I'm gonna let me make sure. Let me fix this right now so this doesn't happen anymore. No. I know what I did. Yeah, I know, guys. I'm gonna fix it right now. It's my hotkeys because I haven't changed my hotkeys. I'm gonna change them right now so this doesn't happen again the rest of the episode. Stand by one. All right, Duo Shift 1. Apply. All right, we're good. It won't happen again. I changed my hotkeys. That's it. I got hotkeys, baby, that control all this. So, as you saw there, what she said there, she said you have bad actors in the intelligence community who leaked the information. Okay, so they're acknowledging that the intelligence community did leak the information to the press, and then says it's fake news because of that. Okay, maybe, right? But if it's fake news, you should get a stream deck. I just bought one, brother. I got a giant one sitting right next to me. I just haven't figured out how to use it yet. So we're working on it. And then, right after saying that it's fake news, then we got this one. This is all today, guys.
Thank you both. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Martha McCallum, and this is the story. Iran admitting that U.S. and Israeli strikes, quote, badly damaged their nuclear facilities. Here is the foreign ministry spokesperson.
Okay, that's Isfar. Wait. Here we go. This is important. Iran had admitted, guys, that Isfahan was badly damaged. Okay? We got that? Isfahan was badly damaged. Then when we see Fordo
damage their nuclear facilities, here is the foreign ministry spokesperson.
Now look at these two pictures. Before and after. What do you guys see there? What are we looking at before and after? What do you guys see here? That's the before and after pictures of Fordo. This is what they're pushing the new narrative of. No difference. Same thing. One hole, earth, fresh roads. Yes, guys. Fordo is 350, 400 feet underground. It's the same picture with an entrance hole closed. This is the picture the Trump administration is telling you how they know that facility is destroyed. This right here. You guys, does anybody else see a problem with that? That's our evidence. That's what's refuting this report. Really? Okay. A whole lot of nothing. I'll put it back up. Like what? So again, guys, you have to pay attention. You have to pay attention when the media does this, right? Iran admits, and then they show you one thing, and then, oh yeah, but Fordo. No, they're not talking about that at all. And not only that, guys, if you're Iran, it's in your best interest to say to the world, America destroyed our entire nuclear arsenal. We have nothing left, right? Why would you come out and say, if you're Iran, nope, you guys didn't touch us? Then America's going to keep bombing you. Of course you're going to come out and say they destroyed everything. You know what I mean? Like, no shit. All right. Super chats real quick. Is the audio still good? Is my keybinds good? I switched everything up. We good? All right. Looks like we're good. All right, we got our shit figured out. Again, what are we even talking about? This is your evidence. Guys, I was a JTAG. You guys know how many BDAs I had to do on structures that were destroyed? This is nothing. This is a nothing burger. Somebody said 2 different filters. That's what it looks like. It's looked like they went on Instagram and put a different filter on the second picture. And they're like, look, see, we did it. Like, okay, sure, maybe, right? All right, let me hit the super chats real quick. We got a few rolling in. We got Airborne Professor, $5. Could someone put out bad info to try to make Trump look bad? No. If you put out bad info that was easily refutable, it would make Trump look fucking awesome when he could disprove it, right? The problem is they can't disprove it. All they're saying is, look at these pictures. It's fake. It's fake. But it's also real, so arrest him, but it's fake. And I'm going to show you guys General Jack Keane on Fox News. That's going to be the next thing we look at. Literally acknowledges and says, yes, this is a report from the DIA. It just came out earlier than the rest of the Pentagon actually confirming it. So that's what the news story is now. Not that it's fake, not that it's leaked, but it's from the DIA and they haven't confirmed it. That's where we're at now, and I'll show you that here in a second. Foxco $5 stream deck tip. When you press the buttons, stuff happens. Yeah, you got to have the right buttons, though. That's my problem. Zuby $5 with Shrek on a solo mission to guide the B2s on target. Hey, man, come on, dude. Why is John catching strays on this stream? This is a beat up Tim Kennedy day, all right? We're not beating up on John today. All right. Not only that, guys, I'm a big fan of John. He's got great taste. John's got great taste in supplements, physical supplements. We're talking about working out. And so that brings us to a great point. To our partners, you already know, Tasty Gains Gummies, guys. I got this stuff right here. They, of course, have been the longest partner on the chat. Tasty Games Creatine Gummies, okay? If you want to have a smoking hot wife, Mike, like me, you need to be jacked AF, right? The best way you can do that, creatine. Also, I got the pre-workout too. Pre-workout, bow gummies, all right? I personally take 2 of these because I'm a caffeine addict. 400 milligrams, don't have to take energy drinks anymore. Save my kidneys. The military almost killed me from a botched kidney stone surgery, so I try not to drink the energy drinks anymore. These gummies, I don't have to chug a bunch of water, not gritty, all that bullshit. Guys, get over there, buy some. I'm going to put the link up in the chat and pin it up right now that I want you guys to go. Oh, Brent super chatted me. Brent, I'll get it here in a second. We've got Brent in the chat. All right, but first, before we do that, where's my live stream? We got to get this pinned. I don't know what happened with this. All right. What the hell? Did my stream go down? Are you guys still here? What the fuck's going on here? It looks on my end like the stream went down. All right. I'll figure this out. Stand by. There it is. Now we're back. All right, here we go. We got the Tasty Gains pinned in the chat. Guys, pre-workout, I'm not kidding with you guys. The pre-workout gummies. Creatine's great. Great product. The creatine or the pre-workout gummies are fucking amazing. Not only do they taste good, you get the whole pre-workout effects. Yeah, the pre-workout is fire. Tyler Smith says, yeah, it's awesome. The pre-workout gummies are the shit, guys. And it's super cheap, $30 for 30 days worth. And that's at like 400 milligrams a pop, 30 days worth, right? So get over there and buy some. Pin chat. And also, guys, they support me. They support John Trek McPhee, GBRS, Brent. Anti-hero podcast in the chat. All right, where is this? Brent Tucker. What does old fucking Brent Tucker have to say? Nick. So Brent. What a fucking scumbag. All right. That's a running joke they like to do where they misname you on purpose. Nick, what's the biggest animal you think can kill you with your bare hands? With my bare hands or the animals? The biggest animal that could kill. Well, oh, you think you can kill with your bare hands? Biggest animal you think you can kill with your bare hands? Biggest, like physically large. Physically large that I could kill. Fuck, that's a hard one. I want to say it's got to be a land animal. Anything in the sea will fuck you up, even if it's smaller than you. It's got to be a land animal. Oh, I'm thinking primate. It's obviously not a gorilla. Chimpanzee's a no-go. Chimpanzees will fuck up a bunch of grown men. Spider monkey. It's got to be something. Even an elk. An elk will fuck you up. I would say probably a horse will fuck you up. Probably a deer. I think it's because they're, a prey animal. They're not that big. Yeah, a female deer. There we go. A doe deer. That's what I'm going with. A female deer. That's what I could fuck up, Brent. How about that? So that's what I'm going with. So thanks for that, bro. Fucking dick. All right. Nate Taylor, $5. Neil. Okay. Now, all right. You guys are real fucking cute now. What's the smallest animal you think you could kill, or that could kill me, right? Well, some type of fucking venomous animal. Some type of spider, some type of snake. Stonefish, that's pretty small. That's a good one. Yeah, you guys are Black Widow. That's a good one. That probably wouldn't kill me, though. Box jellyfish. Brown lacrosse. Yeah, they'll kill you eventually. You're just gonna like get your entire flesh eaten off. Blue-ringed octopus. That's a good one. Those are yeah. Himba Chris. That's a good one. You guys don't know blue-ringed octopus are fucking tiny. They're like that big, and they can kill you. Or a cone snail. Good ones. All right, guys. I don't fucking know how we spiraled. I need another drink. Luckily, I got my wife here helping. I have no idea how we spiraled into what we spiraled to. We need to get back on track, okay? Where we were talking about General Jack Keane. He's going to explain. No. I don't want that. General Jack Keane is going to tell us all about this report. Nate, a liberal that would be deadly. I don't know. That's a good one. So I think a liberal man is bigger than a doe deer. So I'm going to say most Democrat men. That's what I'm going with. No, not TK, unfortunately. TK would fucking murder me with his bare hands. But that's okay. All right. Thank you. All right. We got Airborne Professor, $2. Pecked to unalive by a duck. All right. Wow, you guys are now everybody's going to call me the wrong name, huh? All right, Walter Everson. Real cute, Brent. You see what you got fucking everybody started doing? Thanks for that, buddy. Walter Everson, $2. Nick, LOL, you think you could wrestle a chupacabra if they existed, dude? Yeah, Brett Tucker is in the house. Britt Tucker. You guys know Britt Tucker, he was named after his two gay dads that fucked in London, and that's they had a butt baby, and that's why he's named Britt, as after Britain. That's how Britt got his name. So fuck you, Brent. All right, and I mean that with all love, of course. Element 212, $10. Barry sent the chat into a spiral. Barry, let's get it back on track, please, Natalia. Natalie, actually, that was going to be my name, by the way, when my parents thought I was going to be female. But that's neither here nor then. Yeah, we can get Brett on the live. Unfortunately, I'm on OBS right now, so I don't know how to do it. But I'll bring Brent on whenever he wants to get on. Maybe we'll bring him on Friday. Where's Brent? You want to come on the live Friday, Brent? What's the chat say? Should we make Brent come on the live Friday? In the chat. Oh, there's Brent. Hold on. Let's get a poll, because maybe my community doesn't like you, Brent. Maybe my poll is like fuck Brent Tucker, dude. All right, here we go. Start the poll. Let's see what my community has to say about Brent. No, you're already polled, dude. Oh Jesus, this is overwhelming support of Brent Tucker in this chat. Not to be surprised, actually. I have no idea if Brent is even available Friday. He could literally be working, but I mean, fuck him, dude. Now he's committed. He decided to show up and talk shit, and here we're here, guys. Now we're balls deep. So yeah, all right. We got an overwhelming yes on Brent Tucker coming on Friday. I'm gonna text Brent. Trent Bucker. We got Trent Bucker coming on the live Friday. Again, I don't know if he will or he can, but I'll text him after. Because yeah, we're committed now. All right, Airborne Professor, $2 henceforth. Nate is to be called Natalie. Well, yeah, you can if you want. Again. All right, in poll, 85% say yes, Brent Tucker is coming on the live Friday. So we can just we're just gonna say he's gonna be here, and then if he doesn't show up, then he's gonna ruin our entire friendship, and I'll never speak to him again. So we got that going for us. All right. Now, again, we have to get back on track of the live, because this is just fucking spiraling out of control. We need to show. Yeah. Like my wife said, you're an hour in and you've accomplished absolutely nothing, which, hey guys, that's kind of par for the course around this place, huh? All right. Rolling back. Let's get on it. General Jack Keane. Let's talk about how this actually was a real leak here in a second. All right, here we go.
Well, I think the evidence as it comes out will be quite overwhelming. I've been in contact with the Israelis, who are really the people on the ground taking a look at this. And they believe, based on their preliminary assessment, because it's the people on the ground that are going to make the most in-depth assessment of what is taking place here. And they haven't completed their assessment. And they believe the program is set back at least 2 years, if not longer, based on what took place at those sites. And obviously, they hit all 12 sites before we hit the major underground facilities here. And look at the DIA report. It was a preliminary report that had never reached the president yet. It has to go through a process with all the intelligence agencies coming together, making an assessment, and then bring that conclusion to the president. That has been truncated by the leak. So that process hasn't even been completed. And certainly the people are reporting on it, New York Times and CNN are trying to take advantage of it. I think
there it was. You hear that? So General Jack Keane tells you right there. He acknowledges it. Yes, the DIA, this is their report. It's a preliminary report. It hadn't got to the president yet. It hadn't been verified by the other agencies, but it was the real report. And it was CNN that broke the story before they were supposed to. That's where we're at now, is that it was a DIA report, but it was leaked. And that's a bad boys. Okay. That's a little bit different than CNN is making this up, right? Those are two completely different things. Yes, it's a real report. CNN got it and should not have put it out is not the same as CNN made this up. Those are two very different things. Now, I'm not saying the DIA report is correct. I'm not saying the Trump administration is wrong. I'm saying do not get fucking fooled by the way they puppeteer this. Okay? Because they're admitting that it's a real report out of the DIA, but what they're arguing is that the report is wrong. Those are two very, very different things, guys. And again, I know it's nuanced, but we got to pay attention to that, right? That type of stuff's important. All right, some quick super chats. Richard Shad, $20. Hey, brother, recently retired from the Army Reserves. Congratulations, brother. That feels good, I hope. You've been my go-to daily on a daily basis. Keep it up. Yeah, again, guys, I'm no expert. What the hell is that? Oh. I'm no expert, but I try my best from, the little amount of perspective and experience that I have. But I appreciate you being here, brother. All right. Maurice, is that French? Maurice, I don't know. Scott, $5. I love your channel, but an hour to start the real live is pretty wild. Let's get to it. I know, man. Again, we've been professional, but we had my wife on. We did giveaways. We got sidetracked by Britt Tucker. But we're back. We're moving now. We're rolling. All right, we're going to get into this crazy Hamas ambush on an Israeli tank next. All right, that's actually pretty wild. So we're going to watch that, like, actual footage of it. I don't know if it's going to get my channel in trouble, but Preston Stewart literally put it on his YouTube channel, so we're going to fucking watch it as they literally, like, GoPro footage blow up this tank. So we're going to watch that next. Michael Meniz, $5 in 3 days, a reasonable amount of time to do a BDA, a nuclear facility 400 feet underground in a foreign country that was at war less than 24 hours ago. Is 3 days enough time? Depends on what your intelligence is. Do you have Mossad on the ground that can get down inside that bunker within 3 days? Probably not. If that bunker was full of uranium, no, ain't fucking nobody going down in there. So I'll say this, if a BDA was done deep underground in 300 feet tunnels, then that means there was no uranium in it 3 days later. We'll just say that, okay? And if that's the case, we didn't really destroy anything other than maybe some centrifuges. But again, we don't really know. All right, Alsani BAH or Bah, $5. Not sure if you answered the 18 Fox question. Thank you for your vids. Great one. So, yes, I do have some information on 18 Fox. I did not go to the 18 Fox course. I was supposed to, but I did fill the role of an 18 Fox for a year and a half on my ODA because we didn't have one. I was prepping to go, and then we actually got one to the team. Didn't work out. But yeah, I did the job. So the way it typically works, if you want to be an 18 Fox, is it's not like the other 4 MOSs where you go to the Q course and you become an 18 Fox, right? The way 18 Fox works is you're going to go to an ODA, right? Typically, you're going to be on an ODA for at least 3, 4, maybe 5 years. It's typically an E7, a senior guy that's been on the teams for a long time that we will then send to the 18 Fox course who wants to go, that can then get the 18 Fox position. A lot of the reason why guys will do this is it's a good way to get more ODA or team time rather than having to go to SWIC and be an instructor or stuff like that. They can become an 18 Fox. They can stay on the teams a lot longer. So that's how typically the 18 Fox, program or system works, right? So it's not a introductory level thing. It's usually a really senior guy. When I filled in as an 18 Fox, I think I had 6 or 7 years on the teams at that point when I was looking at going to the course. All right, stop saying VFT in chat. The giveaways are long over, guys. And then we got, all right, super chat from Foxglow, $5. Thanks, brother. Trump said he doesn't believe Iran will be focusing on enrichment anytime soon instead of rebuilding and trade. What do you think? So here's what we're saying. All Iran cared about for the last 30 years was developing a nuclear weapon. And now that a couple of their sites got destroyed, they're done. They don't care. And now they're good. Now they're focused on trade. The Ayatollah had an epiphany. He had a change of heart. All of those bombs that got dropped just changed the Ayatollah's heart. He was like, what's that movie? A Christmas Carol? Scrooge. The Ayatollah is like Scrooge. Instead of being visited by 3 ghosts, he was visited by a bunch of Israeli and American bombs, and he decided he had a change of heart. And yeah, he's not going to try to develop nuclear weapons anymore. Yeah, sure. That sounds great, man. If you believe that, you either believe that Iran wanted to develop nukes for 30 years and wasn't able to, and now doesn't want to, or I don't fucking know, man. Sure. Why not? I mean, fuck it at this point. We're just kind of like saying anything at this point. That's kind of where we're at. I've noticed in the news cycle is nobody knows anything. Everything is crazy and fucking dumb, and you can say anything you want anymore. Like, and it doesn't even matter. Doesn't matter how true it is. The president can say whatever he wants. You know, the president, think about this, guys, and I'm not trying to knock Trump, but the president literally is telling our own intelligence agencies they don't know what the fuck they're talking about with intel. It's like, okay, fuck it. Why not? We have the Pentagon. We have the Secretary of Defense saying that the Pentagon is putting out false information. It's like the Spider-Man meme, right? You're the fucking same people, guys. What are we even talking about? It's just who fucking cares at this point, right? It's yeah, we're in shambles. I don't even know, man. Like maybe we need a reset, guys. Maybe maybe the best thing that could have happened is we just let Iran build the bomb and fucking reset the world at this point. I don't know. There's nobody knows anything that's going on. I try to give guys. I'm just done and given up on sort of trying to give like objective critical thinking analysis because the world's so fucking crazy. It doesn't even make sense anymore. Like none of it makes sense. So why should I even try? We'll just do comedy instead. We'll just fucking make fun of Tim Kennedy and Rob O'Neill every video instead, right? Like fuck it. Here we go. Like that is, you know, the only thing that's at this point, the only thing or the only things that are guaranteed in life are death, taxes, and Tim Kennedy being a fucking idiot. So we might as well go with what we know. And yeah. The Rod says, you're purposely avoiding the subject because you're biased, bro. What am I biased about? I'm probably the least biased content creator out there. My perspective is nobody knows what the fuck's going on. How is that biased to either side? What are you fucking talking about? Who am I biased towards? I mean, really? Like, I don't know. All right, we're gonna jump into this. Let's check out this crazy ass Hamas ambush where they literally ambushed the Israeli tank, and we're gonna talk about it because there's a lot of interesting stuff going on with this, and there's some nuance to this. I watched this video and I picked up on quite a few interesting things that were happening here. All right. So here we go. I don't know if this is going to get me in trouble or not, but again, Preston Stewart has a huge channel and he played it, so fuck it. Here we go.
Pretty wild footage here where Hamas conducts a close-range ambush against Israeli forces, one of them running out on top of the armored personnel carrier and throwing an explosive charge through the open hatch, which would lead to the death of 7 Israeli soldiers. Now, we're going to run through that clip in its entirety. It was all filmed and released by Hamas just earlier today. But I want to set the stage. Israel has already begun an investigation, kind of laying out what happened here. So from their perspective, military correspondent Doran Kadosh, again, some background before we get into the actual clip of this ambush taking place. He says the 7 soldiers killed were part of the Israeli 605th Engineering Battalion. He says, first off, the incident occurred.
All right, so that clip is wild for a few reasons. All right. The first one is, and this is the first thing I noticed. Why the fuck does Hamas have GoPros, dude? Like, I thought like Hamas was in the dumpster. They had no food, and these motherfuckers are running around with internet and GoPros. Like, what? Where the fuck did that dude get a GoPro from? How did he upload it to the internet? Well, maybe he had a fucking he ran up with his phone and also what he throw in there? I don't know. Like it looked like a teapot with what was that, like a teapot Molotov cocktail? Anybody in the chat know what the hell that thing was he even threw in there? Like and then also in what world is Israel moving tanks like that through that area with no ground infantry, no ground troops, to where you could literally, Hamas could literally just walk up to that tank? I mean, that wasn't even like an ambush. He like walked straight up to it in broad daylight. Nothing happened? What? What? Does that not seem fucking crazy to you guys when we actually look at that? What? So Here's my thing, man. Also, Trumpy Bear says the hatch to the tank was open. Yeah, I'll get him in here in a second, Jasmine. Thank you. Why the fuck is the hatch to the tank open if you're in an area where you're going to get ambushed? No infantry. The hatch is open. Like, the dude's just free to just walk up to your tank. I don't know, man. Fresh air? Yeah, maybe there's some fresh air. This seems kind of fucking crazy to me a little bit. All right, real quick super chats and we'll jump back to it, talk about it. Skeptic, $10. Thanks for bringing your beautiful wife on. My son was an operator, and I know how taxing it is on the family you leave behind. Yeah, it definitely is, man. Families are the real heroes that allow us to do what we're doing, for sure. James Smith, $10. IDF has a fifth-rate army that kicks around 12th-rate armies. 17% of IDF casualties in Gaza are from blue on blue. I don't know if that statistic is true or not, but if that's true, oh my God. Also, I want to look at this as we get a little bit further into the video here. Here we go.
Pulling security. What Doran is getting at in his earlier assessment,
guys.
saying that they had to jump into the vehicle real quick.
Don't focus on people. Look around.
It's entirely
around,
possible
guys.
that in doing so, security kind of became lax. Unfortunately, especially in the end of a 24-hour operation, it takes a lot to keep guys focused that long. You get tired, you get exhausted. But this is the actual footage of the guy running up to the vehicle to place the charge.
Here he goes. Look at this.
Producers, this plugin helps you finish your tracks way faster. Check this out. I'm going to start with this loop that I made here.
All right, so here he goes.
So already some blind spots because of where that vehicle is.
That tank's not moving
parked.
for some reason, which makes
you would
no
expect
sense.
At this point somebody in the vehicle would be able to identify this guy running up. They go and they play this a couple times over. Not only does he get on top, but look at that, the hatch is open right in through the top. And they're going to play this back. This scene is getting so much coverage on Hamas and pro-Hamas channels right now. Just right there, the clip of him lobbing it into the open hatch. They've got propaganda posters coming out. They've got just this video as a GIF, just on repeat,
phone
just
camera?
over and over and over again. Now, the Israeli assessment that we'll wrap up here in a moment says that while the soldiers were inside the Puma, a terrorist arrived, approached the vehicle, and within seconds climbed on top of it, as we can see here.
Okay, but also, like I said, guys, like, look at the environment. It's a fucking wasteland. Like, everything is destroyed in Gaza. It's all destroyed. It's all rubble. It looks like it already got nuked. Yeah, John Harvest says it looks like it already got nuked. That's fucking crazy. They've leveled the whole fucking place, guys. It's so fucked up, man. That looks worse than any place I was ever at in Afghanistan. Way worse. It's just so fucking crazy what they've been allowed to do there. Old combat footage? I don't think so, man. Like, I don't know about you guys. Iraq looked better. Yeah, Jay. Like, what? No. Iraq was nowhere near that bad, dude. That's just fucking rubble for miles and miles and miles. There's nothing left. They're literally, guys, they are literally just fucking obliterating the entire thing. And then they're going to come in and they're going to fucking excavate it all out and they're going to rebuild on top of it. And there's nothing worse than me having to look at the fucking university campus Free Palestine people and go, fuck, are these people right? Because God damn it, I don't want to agree with them. These are the last fucking people on the planet I want to look at and be like, maybe they've got a point. But like, holy shit, guys. That clip, not so much about the ambush, not so much about the tank, but just what you see around it. Just a fucking, I don't want to say Holocaust, right? But like, it's just an apocalypse fucking, oh my God. It looks like a Mad Max movie, dude. It's insane, guys. They have a point, but they can't point out Gaza on a map. Yeah, but I can. Where are all the civilians? They're fucking gone, bro. Like, where are they? I don't know. I don't know, guys. Again, it's hard to watch that type of shit, man. You start to look around and you're like, fuck, they just literally blown up. They're destroying, just flattening everything. Like, we were never allowed to do that. Guys, when I was in Afghanistan, you know how hard it was to airstrike a building that literally had enemy combatants at it, shooting machine guns at it, and it was a nightmare to get a drop on that building. They're killing everything. Blowing everything up. They don't give a fuck, dude. All right, super chats real quick. Cody, $2. Tim Kennedy Tactical Teapot has 50 grenades. Maybe that's what it was. Was that the tactical teapot? I don't know what they threw in there. I've never seen anything like that. Some type of Molotov system. Tyler Holmes, $5. NTC hero of the battle footage. If you mean like NTC, the military NTC, oh my God, that's my nightmare. My absolute nightmare. Madam Madman, 26, $10. Nate is going for the Gimli look. I'm not going for the Bro, I am fucking too tall to be a dwarf, dude. Right? That doesn't work for me. Foxglove, $5. Hell of a way to treat the Holy Land. That's kind of a good point, huh? Yeah, that's kind of a good point. If you really think it's the Holy Land, do you think destroying the entire place is a good idea? Woo! I don't know. Kangaroo Bot, $20. Sup, Nate? Just watched 28 years later. Me and my wife were talking about seeing that, and thought about your apocalypse video from a while ago with all the crap going on around the world. Do you think we'll get an updated version? Oh man, it's so hard. It's just, you never know when the next huge riots are going to kick off. Obviously, we just saw some. It's really weird don't you guys think it's really weird that those riots stopped out of nowhere? Like, why did the riots stop when the Iran stuff kicked off? Does that actually make any sense to you guys? I've been trying to think about that, and I'm like, wait, we had all these massive protests and the riots, and then Iran kicked off, and like everybody just stopped, and they're good. Like, no more fucking riots, no more protests, no more waving Mexican flags. Nobody cares anymore. Like, ICE is still going after people. Nobody cares. I get the news coverage of it, guys, but like, it's not just the news coverage. It's these people are not protesting anymore. Grand Bear says 4th of July is supposed to be the next round of No Kings. Maybe. But again, like, if they really cared, like, I'm just saying this. If you were really passionate about this, like, is like 4 days worth of riots and protests, like, that's it? That's all you got in you? Money ran out? I mean, they were getting paid. They definitely were getting paid. That's not, nobody's questioning that. Alice Walton from Walmart was funding most of it. Why do you guys think Alice Walton was funding those protests? Anybody guess? Anybody got any guesses on why Alice Walton was funding the protests? What are some guesses on that? She was, by the way. What do we got? Tariffs? No, not tariffs. Shareholders? No. She wants, there we go, Panzer Crusade. Wants that cheap labor, baby. You're fucking right. And that, my friends, is why the border was left wide open for 30 years by every Republican and Democrat president up until Trump. Because both sides benefit greatly by cheap labor. There ain't no doubt about that. Right? YouTube made you miss what I said with the ads. Well, you got to get premium, bro, and I tell you that as a guy who doesn't have premium. All right. Next thing I want to get into. Yes, we have to end the stream with the video that we put out today. And that is, of course, stand by. Of course, you already know. We will, of course, be talking about Tim Kennedy. Everyone's favorite soft operator, baby. Have you guys seen my video today? Man, this video, people love this video. We were at how many views does this video have? 61,000 views in 7 hours. Why don't we just watch the intro to that? Because, guys, I was thinking about this. Tasty Gaines' link is broken. Are you sure? What in the hell? Stand by. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's working fine. I just clicked on it. All right. So, let's talk about it. All right, let's just play the intro to this, guys, because this is some of my finer work. I was actually really, really proud of this. Just from like the comedic sense, the meme work, right? So why don't we just take a little trip down memory lane here? As you know, I'm not gonna toot my own horn too much, but sometimes you nail it.
Looking to make 2025 the year that you create your best tracks.
We're just going to play the start of this. For those of you who haven't seen it yet.
Super basic, guys. News to me, news to you.
We're going to do it right now.
Did it! Son of a bitch did it!
Great meme to start. Edward Kenny says, why are you doing clickbait, man? What are you talking about? Do you know what the word clickbait
Welcome
means?
back to the channel, everybody. And yes, the world is crazy. No one has any idea what's even going on at all anymore, except for one man. Yes, only one man can save us. And that's why it's time for another episode of... Now, we actually have incredibly breaking news in this episode. 2 of the pilots, heroic pilots from those B-2 Spirit bombers from the U.S. strike in Iran, have been identified. God bless these 2 American heroes. Welcome home, boys. Now, thank God also that Tim Kennedy has taken time out of his busy schedule working the White House bathroom glory holes.
And I got torn my tongue open pretty good.
Begging for a Trump appointment to bring us this riveting, incredibly high-level, strategic-level analysis of the conflict that you won't find anywhere else. And also, thank you to Dan Crenshaw, who's filling in for him while he's gone. Now, we're going to jump into this. Guys, I'm telling you, if you are confused about what's going on, this guy, he's going to solve all your problems in this video. All right, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely helps the channel. Follow us on Patreon. Grab some merch.
Tim Kennedy says that's not funny. It hurts.
And see this amazing analysis.
The thought of Iran having a nuclear weapon clearly was more than Israel could bear. There's some basic components for a nuclear weapon, for a nuclear program, right? You have to have the information, and that information...
Interesting. The nuclear programs are super basic, guys. News to me, news to you. Let's see what they entail.
I love this part.
Of, like, that's accessible now on the dark web. Like, it's not... It is rocket science, literally. It's not a secret, the process in gaining nuclear ability, but you have to have the know-how, and that resides in people. And so that's one component, is people with the information.
I didn't know that, guys. Shocker to me. All you need is some people and some information and some basic stuff. You can find it on the internet.
To the cooking
and you too can start your own nuclear program. Now, this kind of also feels like the way this is being briefed, a lot like this.
Look at this toy. This is really fun. Oh, I gotta do my work with my hammer. this.
All right, but let's see what else this takes to build a nuclear program. I'm fascinated already.
Then you have to have the facilities. Like if you're imagining like baking a cake, you have to have the cook that knows how to put it all together. Then you have to have the place to cook it. Then you have to have the stuff to cook it in, like the pans and the stove. And then you have to have the ingredients. Those are the 4 basic components of this nuclear program. Right? You have to have the cook, you have to have the facility, you have to have the ingredients, and then you have to have the equipment.
There you go, guys. It's that simple. Building a nuclear bomb, you just need a person, you need some stuff, you need a little cooking bowl, you need your oven. I mean, thank God. I thought it was far more complex than this.
All right. That is the dumbest fucking shit I've ever seen, man. Like, here's the thing. I'll get it in the comment section all the time when I do these videos and try to do like analysis on what's going on in a conflict or, you know, whatever war is going on. And people would be like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. And then I watch that motherfucker and I just go, man, I actually know what the fuck I'm talking about compared to that dipshit. Holy God. And think about this, guys. That right there is who Fox News uses as their military expert. You guys realize that, right? That's who they use as their military expert. Fox does. So I want you to think about this. When the mainstream media, including Fox, has people on that are experts, next time you see that, think of Tim Kennedy and go, maybe I'll research this on my own before I go ahead and just assume what Fox News or CNN or MSNBC is telling me is true. Because that fucking guy is bringing you military expertise on Fox News. All right. We don't need this one on for now. All right. But we do have one more to show. Because, guys, as we went live, pew pew, yes, you missed some you did unfortunately miss some giveaways. Oh, Grand Bear, $2. Talk about Special Olympics nukes. Hey man, it is what it is. Nick Braun, $10 says, I've been slowly realizing how wrong I may have been. I'm a patriot, have the family in 160th, I'm proud of it, but goddamn, if I didn't have the exact same thought about the free Palestine folks, we all did, man. Everybody did. I used to be, God, guys, I'm not going to lie to you. I used to be a fucking pro-Israel shill myself for a long, long time. 100%. You know, it is what it is. And then you kind of start fucking waking up and looking at the world going, wait, that doesn't look right. And the whole Gaza thing, I think, is what fucked them. I think it brought everything to the forefront and people started looking at it. They started asking questions going, this doesn't really seem right. And God, I'm no Islamic sympathizer. You guys know that. I think that's the biggest fucking problem in the world. But at the same time, I worked in Islamic countries and there were some really good people, even in Afghanistan, that I worked with. And so just this whole scourge, wipe them all out. Like, I just, I don't know, man. Even me. Yeah, so if you don't have my support, oh, God, I don't know. It's tough. I don't know who's still supporting you when it comes to that, but it is what it is. Seabass GT, $2. RIP. John Walton, Sam Walton's son, Vietnam vet. Didn't know he passed away. All right, but we need to look at one last thing, guys. Tim Kennedy. We do have Tim Kennedy in the chat. Somebody in the comment section the other day was like, how come you got all worried when Tim Kennedy was in your live stream the other day? I'm like, if you think that's actually Tim Kennedy in my live stream, you are fucking retarded. Me and my wife saw Tim Kennedy We were at SHOT Show, first day of SHOT Show this year. We walk in the day door. First of all, when you talk about SHOT Show, I was on the goddamn front doors of SHOT Show this year. I could pull that up and prove it. I don't know why I have so many. Why do I have so many pictures of me and Brent on my Instagram? Ugh. Yeah, guys, I was on the front fucking doors of SHOT Show this year. All right. I don't know how to switch this. Can't go. Oh, here we go. See that shit? Boom, baby. Front door. Tim Kennedy wasn't on the front door of SHOT Show. I can tell you that. But I was. All right. That's the way I roll, dog. But we walked into SHOT Show first day, literally opened the door, turned the corner. Who was there? I want to say face to face, but it was more like face to my chest. Tim Kennedy. And he wouldn't look at me. He wouldn't talk to me. So it is what it is. No big deal, though. And then he didn't show up to the Green Beret reunion this year, unfortunately. All right, but there is something really big, guys. This just came out. We put it out on our Instagram with like 10 different Green Beret influencers. All just put this out. Some of you, how tall am I? Oh, let's look. Oh, let's go back. All right. I can do that right now. Let's do this. All right. Here's me and the boys. Here's me, Greg Laplin, Jared Taylor from Black Rifle Coffee. All right. We got King Picks Media. Fucking love that dude. So there's me. All right. Me and the boys. All right. Well, let's do a different one here. I got one I showed you guys this one the other day. Also, guys, if you didn't know, Britt Taylor, pretty big dude. Did you guys know that? You see my size? Britt Taylor's pretty big. Just as a, something you guys can see side by side there. And then where we got and maybe it's back more. Oh yeah, here we go. Boom, there it is. There he is. There's our boy. Oh, I got it up. So I'm pretty sure I was in flip-flops there and he was in boots. So that's probably another like 2-inch swing in his favor. Oh, Nick Lavery. Oh, yeah, I got a picture with Nick Lavery. You want to see me and Nick together? That motherfucker is... Whoo! I got to go back ways. When you talk about big boys, you think I'm big. Oh, my God. That dude is a fucking monster. All right, here we go. Here's me and Nick together, dude. Look at fucking Nick. You guys saw how big I was next to fucking everybody else? Now look at me next to Nick. Oh my God, dude. He is so fucking gigantic. It's unreal, dude. I love Nick, dude. He's such a great dude. He makes me look like Tim Kennedy there. Yeah, dude. He's huge, man. He's probably 6'6", probably 260, 270, I would bet. Yeah, man. I look fucking tiny next to him, man. It's crazy. Yeah, dude. All right, but anyway, guys, we're spiraling a little bit. Oh, here's another one. Green Berets. You guys might not know. There's Tulane. All right, let's watch this. This newest thing just dropped. We put it out on our Instagram. For more stolen valor, we finally have actual proof out of his fucking own mouth in an interview. It took forever to get dug up because Tim's been amazing at the way he's lied about having Valor Awards, where he basically gives a script to the interview to introduce him with Valor Awards that he doesn't have, and then he doesn't respond to it. So that way he has this like sort of disconnected ability to be like, well, I didn't say I had that, but we finally fucking got his ass. We finally got his ass with enough digging that we have literal out of his fucking own mouth stolen goddamn valor, and it is a beautiful fucking thing, and that's what we're gonna watch right fucking now. Here we go.
About having a Purple Heart or a Bronze Star with a V device.
We'll play it a few times.
You sure about that?
Per the source I have here, you have a Bronze Star with a V. Is that correct?
Yep.
Do you mind telling us about what happened there and how you got that?
Oh, pretty straightforward. Like, I think so. There was a bad guy, and bad guy was shooting at us, and I shot him.
I've never said anything about having a Purple Heart or a Bronze Star with a V device.
You sure about that?
Per the source I have here, you have a Bronze Star with a V. Is that correct?
Yep.
Do you mind telling us about what happened there and how you got that?
Oh, pretty straightforward. Like, I think so. There was a bad guy, and bad guy was shooting at us, and I shot him.
I've never said anything about having a Purple Heart.
We finally fucking got his ass, dude. God, we've been, again, like I've done so many videos. I don't know how many views this has already. It's got 4,000 likes. This just came out 3 hours ago. We got views somewhere. I can't see the views. It's probably got hundreds of thousands of views already. Yeah, it's been a lot of work from a lot of different Green Berets to like dig that up, put it together. There's a ton of transcript behind it. And this is being sent to fucking everyone in group, all the way up to Special Operations Command, to the Sergeant Major of the Army. Everyone's getting it. So at this point, we fucking caught him, right? And we'll see what the Army does about it. There ain't no fucking getting out of that one. We finally fucking got him. We'll see if they just kind of try to push it to the side, hide it. I'll tell you this. I talked to the Secretary of the fucking Army in person and his team and J.D. Vance's media team. This is the first time I've talked about this, guys. In person. I talked to them in person, face to face, and asked them, why the fuck are you allowing this dude to be around the president? Why are you bringing him into D.C.? I listed all the fucking bullshit, all the stolen valor, all the lies about Valor Awards. And do you know what the Secretary of the Army said when I said that to him? He said, "Oh, I didn't know that he didn't have Valor Awards." Yeah, they don't give a fuck. I told them face to fucking face. I didn't know he didn't have Valor Awards. Seems like a really nice guy, but they fucking know. They were told by me, face to fucking face, and nothing has been done. So hopefully if this gets big enough, again, I'm just letting you know, they fucking know, guys. And they are choosing to still platform him. All right. J-Man with a huge, the neighborhood spider, $5. Happy with my CIB and airborne wings. Why everybody got a lie on shit. Thanks for what you do, man. Yeah, I know. Fucking good. I mean, that's way more than most people have, bro. Like, why not be proud of that? You know, I don't know. Ken, $2. You could tell he didn't want to say yes. Dude, did you hear what first of all, guys, did you hear what he said the reason why he got a Valor Award for was? There was a guy with a bad gun, with a gun. And I shot him. You don't get fucking Valor Awards for shooting a bad guy. That's not how Valor Awards work. You have to go, I know I have them. You have to go above. The reason I got mine is because we were in a fucking near ambush where my ODA took 16 fucking casualties, including 3 of my fucking teammates. That's why. And we had to kill 55 dudes to fucking get them. Okay? That's why you get fucking Valor Awards. I don't fucking talk about it. You guys ever hear me talk about my war stories? Ever? Do I ever talk about anything like that? No, I don't. I keep it to my fucking self because it doesn't matter, right, to anyone else other than, you know, I'm proud of what I did and that my teammates stayed alive. That's all that mattered. But I'm not here fucking bragging about it. I'm not here on the fucking podcast. You guys see me on the podcast tour? You see me on fucking every podcast there is talking about my fucking war glory stories? Never. fucking ever. Other than I've told, I think, my stories one time on the Team House podcast. Right? That's, guys, and guys like Brent Tucker, fucking in the chat, he'll never tell you the real stories about all the crazy shit that he's fucking done. Getting fucking smoked and lit up and shot to shit. He doesn't tell you that. You know why? Because we fucking actually did this shit for real, and it's fucked up, and it's dark, and it's hard, and we try to do it the best we can, okay? And then we move on with our lives. And we pay respect to our teammates and our fallen by not fucking war glorifying it and not making careers out of those fucking stories. That's what people like me do. So everybody who talks shit, you're just jealous of Tim Kennedy. You're jealous of Tim Kennedy. Fucking am I? Because I'm not the one who built my success off the back of fake fucking war stories. I didn't. Right? So, again, sorry for the rant. That's why I fucking, you guys want to know, everybody's like, why do you fucking hate on Tim Kennedy? That's why I hate on Tim Kennedy. Okay? That's why I fucking hate on that dude. Because he lied about all the fucking things me and my buddies did for real that keep our goddamn mouths shut about it. Okay? That's why. Anyway, rant over. All right, let's get some blast super chats. We're going to cap this one off. Another great live. What did I miss? And we got that one. Justin Halen, Dem Nuts, $5. Have you heard anything about the drone footage of Marcus Luttrell running away in Brothers in Arms Need Him? There is no drone footage. There is no ISR footage. I know that because I actually do know one of the guys who was in the jock while that was all going down. There is footage from the Taliban of that happening. There is no drone. There is no drone or ISR footage of that. I'm telling you honestly, there's not. At least from the people I trust that were sort of there involved. I wish there was because we could learn a lot, but I don't think there is. Again, that was, 2004 when that happened. Down and Not the Lions, $5. Bless you, brother. Thank you for doing the hard things. Appreciate you, bro. All right. That's going to do it for this one, everybody. This has been a good one. If you haven't watched my video I put out with old little Timmy, make sure you go watch it. We will be back on Friday. It's Wednesday, right? Today's Wednesday? It should be Wednesday. We'll be back on Friday. We'll see what's happening in the world. Because, again, goddamn, where could we be in 48 hours from now? I don't know. But thank you all for showing up. Thank you for all of the super chats, of course. And, yeah, guys, I will catch you on Friday. I don't think... I'm going on a fishing trip with my dad this weekend. So I will not be doing the live with Jake on Sunday. But we will follow that up. Also... I'll be out. Oh, get Brent on Friday. Yes, I'll fucking text Brent. I don't know. Oh, all right. Brent's Vanessa said he's going to come on. All right, so we got fucking Brent Tucker coming on Friday. So make sure you guys come back Friday, and me and Brent will fucking nail it together. And then I'll catch y'all. Yeah, catch y'all Friday with Britt Taylor. All right, everybody. Catch y'all on the next one.